Hey, what's up everyone? It's Igor from the Better Life Academy, and we get to another golden nuggets of wisdom which we develop and which we gather and which we test and which we experiment with here in Better Life Academy, and then we share it with you in order for you to get those golden nuggets and try to implement them in your life and see how it works and stick to the program and expand what you learn and use it to make the quality of your life higher. Okay, guys, I have touched upon the topic of fears in my previous videos, and as you probably have seen, I've got very emotional and I've got deep into my fears. And I kind of came out from my fear perspective to you. I hope it was not confusing and you could find the similarities with your fears, with the life events which led for you to form those different programs and write them down in your mind, which your mind trying to run over and over again, even the mind does not need to, right? But your mind doesn't know any better. So until you're gonna override that program, nothing's gonna change. And today, I wanna introduce the one practical method of how you can change the state of your mind and body in which the probability of you to overcome your fear and break through that fear, because you know this is the most important goal when we're talking about the fears, we have to break through them and to get on the other side. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. I have different methods. We're going to touch up on the first one, which one of the easiest, I would even say, things to do. So try imagine yourself when you are fearful. Not just imagine, actually remember yourself from the situation when you were fearful. How did you feel? How did you look like? What did you think? How was it? What was the overall experience? If you like me, I usually stress out. My thoughts are racing. I cannot focus. I cannot concentrate. I cannot come up with the good ideas. And so on and so on and so on. So those fears basically paralyze us. And they bring us in this interesting physical state. And the opposite is true. If we put ourselves in a particular physical state, that also can trigger the fear in our mind. And those fearful situations where mind can go through. I'm sorry about the light. The light kind of went off and then went back up. So imagine yourself. Remember yourself in those situations, right? Try to really deeply get yourself to that moment. And you might start to feel the same feelings, experience very close emotion to those ones which you have experienced, right? And then see what's happening with your body. Most probably, if you sit or stand, your shoulders are kind of lean forward, your head is down a little bit. Overall, you feel upset, maybe angry, wherever your emotional home is, where you come back when you feel fearful. Now, answer this question. Is it a good state to be in, to actually break through something, to actually do something unimaginable, to do something heroic? To actually push yourself to do something at all? Of course not. That state dictates our behavior, and it very directly correlated with our physicality, of how physically we express ourselves. Another example, try to remember yourself in a very happy moment of your life. I don't know, maybe you achieved something at work. You launched some kind of project. you finish some kind of deal, you close the deal. How did you feel then? You see, remember all those co-workers of yours cheering you up, you smiling and being happy and being proud of yourself. If you look at yourself now, you might see that your shoulders got back, your chest got up, your head got up, and you stand and you really feel like a hero. And I want you to feel that. I learned that from Tony Robbins. Feel that hero inside of you, who is in that situation there, who is hero right now for so many people because you accomplished something great. Or maybe you did something good in your family and now the whole family is cheering you up and you feel proud of yourself, but you were able to achieve that for your family. Really feel that. Close your eyes and feel that. And put yourself in a position of physical position where you're ready to fight. You're ready to fight for your success. And just be hyper about it. Just be super hyper about it. Do you feel it? Is that a state where potentially you have the higher probability to actually overcome something? Not only your fears. Imagine in this state, someone will come to you and say, at the same time, when you're cheering up yourself, you're proud of yourself, at the same time, hey, let's do that thing right away. The one you were afraid to do. Guys, most likely, in this state, you would do that thing without even thinking over. You would just do that because you are right now in that state. So, what do we need to do in order to increase our probability to actually overcome our fears? The answer is we have to live most of our time in that state of being a hero, in that state of confidence, in that state of being ready to act, in that state to not being afraid of anything, not in that other state where we feel fearful, where we feel down, and we don't want to move the finger. How to do that? With changing your physicality. As I said, your physicality, your posture, and it's scientifically proven, impact your mind, your thoughts, and your thoughts impact your emotions, and emotions impact your feeling. And that the whole thing creates the environment, your state, as I call it, as the Tony Robbins also call it, which dictates whether you're going to overcome your fears or you're going to lose to your fears. Practical methods of how to put yourself into this state. Well, intense physical activity. Very easy. And I'm not talking about the workouts in the mornings or in the evenings. It's not about the workouts. It's the changing and transforming your state to the better state. Let's say you sit here at the table and you work on your computer and you have the issues and problems happening at your work and you're trying to solve them. You see, then you do that. You feel down. Your shoulders again going inside. Your chest is going in. Your head is going down and you're super nervous. You're anxious and you're fearful at the moment because something wrong might happen here at what you do. Even if you solve that afterwards, your mind keep itself in that state. And you're gonna now start doing something else, which requires your energy, your attention, your focus. Everything what you have, the best you have in you. But you just got that state from the previous assignment. Guess what? You applying that state of your mind and of your body and your energy to that another assignment you are in. And that's how you can float throughout the day with only that state being present. So what you want to do is you want to change this state. You want to replace it with a state where you are better off, to take massive action and overcome your fears. And to do that is you have to put yourself through the physical intense activity. One of which is you just stand up. I'm not going to do that here right now. You just stand up. You just turn on your music, which inspires you so bad, which makes you feel as a hero, to stand on the top of the mountain and you just dance. You just intensely dance. You do crazy moves. Doesn't matter who looks at you, who watches, who not, whatever, just jump like crazy. Get out there and get yourself freaking hyper as crazy and happy and put your smile on and just keep jumping and do it for like 3 to 5 minutes. I'm serious, guys. It might sound silly, but that's what it does with you. That physical activity, that thinking of you as being hero, putting your shoulders back, actually standing in a posture you're ready to conquer the fears, brings up the change in your mind and brings up this change of your state. As soon as you're done with that, you're gonna sit down at the table. You're gonna have different energy to actually do stuff. And in this energy, in this state, you are most probably to break through your fears. And that's what's happening with me every single time I'm trying to find my fears. Or I'm just practicing that every single day to shift myself from the state to state. And guess what? With the repetition comes habits. And my mind, based on my habits, start to put me into that state more often and often and often until the whole day I can actually experience that state. And just imagine how productive, efficient, and how many breakthroughs you might have in this state throughout the day. So this is another piece of golden nugget of wisdom from me. Change your physical state, change your physicality, work on it, and it will change your mind and it will put you in a situation where you are most likely to break through your fears. More things coming up related to that. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Igor from the Better Life Academy. Bye-bye.